Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 7 of Win 1 Take 1. This is about the 4th time I've tried to attempt to do this commentary. Fingers crossed this goes well. Now this first game we're going to be taking on the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks, or the Cronulla Sharks. Are they actually officially Cronulla Sutherland Sharks? I think they are. Anyways, taking on them first, and then the second game we're taking on the Manly-Warringah Sea Eagles, who I believe they are officially, that's their name. So we're getting quite close to the end of the season due to the fact that both those sides were up and about top 4th, maybe Sharks, maybe they were both in the top 4 that year. I can't remember, to be honest with you, but they were certainly up and about, so in the top 8 for sure. Maybe they were teams 6 and 5 probably. So it's going to be a quite frantic start to the game, I'll just let you know that. Now Moymoy's going to put on huge hits here, gets a pass to Josh Dugan, he's in space. Michael Gordon going to come across and make the tackle. Going to follow it up by continuing to attack down the right hand side. It is a bit of a weakness. I'd say both edges are a weakness for the Sharks, to be totally honest with you. Now Thurston gets a pretty bad offload away and Matthew Wright jumps on it and he gets hit high or whatever. So it results in a chance for the Sharks straight after that. So Pomeroy goes down, palms off a few players, Chris Lawrence being one of them. Thankfully for us, Jared Mullen comes up with a big tackle. And then they're going to follow it up with a forward pass, killing off the play. Now I'll just say, last episode we lost McCullough, and we have moved Kurt Gidley into the hooker role. I think it's probably the best suited for Kurt Gidley, just due to the fact that he's got pretty good stamina. He's got pretty good speed for a hooker. He can tackle, do all that sort of stuff, and he's rated really, really high in this game, like one of the best players in the game. So he's too good to leave out of the side. Like, I wanted to play both Mullen and him, but if it came up to both of them, I probably would go with Mullen just because he's more of a half. But I mean, Gidley, it was really, really like a tough decision for me trying to fit Kurt Gidley in. That's why I played him in the centres last game. Didn't really work out too well though. With the Guama back in. Now Trent Merrin, he went over and he scored a try. You can see the ball's down there. The reason it looks so weird with that camera angle is due to the fact that all the other camera angles had, like, they're all blocked off. You couldn't see shit. There was only that one and it was super zoomed out. So I just zoomed it up as far as I could without it being too terrible, and you could see the ball was down. And yeah, unfortunately for the referees, had they give that unfortunately for us, like, had that been real life and they gave that a no try or whatever, I'd say that probably would have stayed as a no try, but it wasn't, and it's not on this game. And that'd be interesting to see if that's on Rugby League Live 3. Anyways, Josh Dugan comes up with a huge run there, gets us out of trouble there. I suppose we had pretty good field position anyways, but he puts us in even better field position, enough for Thurston to be in a great field position to take a shot at a field goal, and I think that's like the 4th time I said field position in 10 seconds. Anyways, Thurston missed the field goal, but you could see just a sign of our intentions at this stage. Now we're going to take another shot here. Jared Mullen, it is this time, kicks it into our own player who's in an offside position. For some reason, it's not an offside, although other times we'll kick it into our our own team. They'll give a offside penalty, but not that time. It's really strange. Anyways, Thurston came up with a huge play there, a little grubber for himself, and he tried to do that at the start of the game. Didn't work out as well. I mean, the first grubber came off, but the second one, Jonathan Wright got to, I think it was, and he stopped that one. But there was no Jonathan Wright to come across, and Michael Gordon finally let in a try. I mean, we'd had a lot of line breaks, and Gordon just kept being the one to come across and make the tackle. Now, Elijah Taylor got put into a bit of a gap there. Unfortunately, going for the offload, the late offload, I'd say, ends up losing it, and Chris Hyington picked it up. Now we had Fafita going through a huge gap there. Dugan comes up with a big play and makes the tackle, and there's going to be an inside ball hit. Anthony Tupou, and Josh Dugan takes off his head. It was a pretty solid tackle. I'd say there'd be a sin bin, a send off, something like that in real life due to the fact that they're going in for a try then, but a huge hit on Dugan. Now we came up with a pretty big play down our wing there. I think it was Vadavai came up with a big run, and then it was Yayi actually, and then Yayi came up with a try saver on Jonathan Wright, and it's just typical Jonathan Wright, to be honest with you. He had players to his left, players to his right, and he ends up just taking the tackle when they need to score. Anyways, 12-0 is how it finished, and due to that, we're only going to get 3 players. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 3 players we are going to get. So we get 1, 2, and 13, and let me tell you, some really, really solid players. And Michael Gordon had a pretty good game against us. Obviously, very fast, pretty skillful. He's a good goal kicker. He's an okay tackle and that sort of stuff, and like I said, had a good game against us, so we could find a use for him. Jonathan Wright, probably one of the greatest of all time. Moving on to Paul Gallen, who obviously the New South Wales captain. He's just a really, really good player, and he'll be coming into our side. He could either play lock or the prop position, even second row at a stretch, but we want him to be that workhorse who can also put on a bit of a hit, get an offload every now and again. And our team's just becoming way too good at this stage. I'd say we're probably up and about the first season side at this stage. I know they had Cameron Smith and Cooper Cronk and all that sort of stuff, Cherry Evans, but it would be definitely right up there. Moving on to the last game of the episode, taking on the Manly Seagulls, Warringah Seagulls I should say, and here's our team lineup. Everything's pretty much the same, except Gallen coming in. I think Gordon is in the centres, and Jonathan Wright, we've decided to just sit him out this one. He'll be taking a bit of a rest. He needs a bit of a rest after a huge game last time. Now here's the Seagulls lineup. There's a lot of players we could definitely take on board. Obviously Foran and Cherry Evans, two obviously great players. Brett Stewart, phenomenal player. I really like Brett Stewart as a player in real life and on the game. Glenn Stewart we had in the previous one. I mean, Watt Moser okay on this game I suppose. There's a lot of good players who in this Manly side. It's just for us to take advantage of it, try and get a huge win on us on Manly, just to try and get maximum amount of players. Now Chris Lawrence came up with a big run there in space. Unfortunately the last pass was crap, as well as that pass there by Fufu Moimoi to Chris Lawrence, which resulted in a big chance for Manly, but unfortunately Jason King, or fortunately for us, Jason King throws a forward pass to Glenn Stewart. Now Fufu comes up with a good offload there to Manu Vadavai. He palms off one and then gets a quick play the ball. Now we're going through the middle here, and we get Paul Gallen in space. Now Paul Gallen, probably not the man you want in heaps of space, but he's going to do the job. Gets a nice little offload away to Chris Lawrence, and that is numbers on the left here. It's just for us to take advantage of it. Jared Mullen recognises it, takes it to the line. Elijah Taylor filling in that centre spot while Chris Lawrence was tackled, and there's a try to big Gerard Yayi, I think it was. Now Thurston is a bit of a tougher kick. It's sort of a bit out wide, but he ends up just nailing it, no worries, and that's just how good Thurston is. Those sort of kicks aren't going to worry him too much. He's not going to lose any sleep over them. Now Jared Mullen just splits the defence straight from the kick-off, and that is comical, to be totally honest with you. That should not be happening, but it did. Unfortunately we couldn't capitalise on it, which is a little bit disappointing, but anyways, 6-0 at half-time. We've got a lot to work on, but we've got a good foundation, and he's just going to burn Brett Stewart there, I think it was. He's actually got a playmaker starting for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there, but Gerard Yayi comes up with a huge play there, scores his second try, and Thurston's going to miss the goal. I think we just put on too much of a curve, so unfortunately no goal kick. And I was talking about how kicking from that position isn't a problem, but I suppose the wind did its job there. Now Thurston came up with a big break. Michael Gordon jumps into dummy half. Elijah Taylor takes it to the line, gets it to Mullen, gets a nice little offload away to Chris Lawrence. Chris Lawrence going for the line, and Chris Lawrence scores. Just Brett Stewart gave him too much space there, and Lawrence got enough pace to just hit the gap and go for the line. To be honest with you, just try and score the try rather than take it around the fullback. Just go for the post. That's all I needed to do. There was no one covering. So that's exactly what we did. Also that offload, Mullen, the offload was pretty good, but the way Lawrence just ran straight onto that ball, it was like perfect. It was perfect. Now Kirk Gidley going to take advantage of a slow, tiring Manly defence here, 72 minutes in, so couldn't take advantage of it entirely, but we got the field position there. Now Yayi is going to get it to Jared Mullen, who's up the left wing here. We're looking for that 20 point margin so we can get the extra play I should say. Unfortunately we couldn't get that. And the game is going to finish 16-0 with Gerard Yayi picking up 2 tries as well as man of the match. Now let's take a look at the 3 players we're going to be picking up. Let's just hope they are good ones. Well, I know who they are. Anyways, let's move on to number 10, 1 and 15. So number 10 was Brain Kai, and that's a pretty good pickup. On this game he's not phenomenal, but he definitely can be a good addition to the side. He'll come in on the bench probably, most likely. Move on to Brett Stewart. What a pickup that is. So basically what will happen next time, Brett Stewart will be in fullback, Josh Dugan shifts to the centres, but Gordon's out. That's what will be happening. And the last pickup was Joe Nalaval, who he's a solid player, and on this game he's actually rated quite good, but I can't see him being too much of a fixture in our lineup. That's just the way it is. So here's us putting them in the side, and that's where I'm going to finish the episode. Hopefully I've enjoyed it. If you can leave a like, very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, also very much appreciated. Leave a comment, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke on my T. Facebook page in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.